National Championships.
Hello, 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 hello. You're listening to Grand National Championships on the Internet. My name is Alistair. With me tonight, we have Jotham.
Hey.
Jared. And
Hello.
Corin.
Hi.
Hope everyone's doing splendidly out there. If you have anything to impart to us about the program or about anything at all, you can send an email to us, us@thegncshow.com. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and most other social media platforms by looking for The GNC Show, with or without spaces. Can also call, leave a voicemail, or maybe catch one of us in person. 727-379-4335 is the number. That spells out paper wheel if you're alphanumeric. If you've got a secret decoder ring, Ovaltine, right?
Hey.
That was what it ended up being in a Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
He got that secret
Yeah.
decoder ring, and it just turned out to be an Ovaltine ad. He said, "Son of a bitch." By then, he was hardened. He swore all the time at himself. Fudge. Remember? Yeah, we all remember. Finally, visit thegncshow.com if all else fails. A website of last resort.
It looks good.
Oh, thank you. It's been recently updated. It looks real slick. Works on mobile. That's what
Automatic
That's what they
scaling.
call cellulars in the UK. Did you bring your
Mhm.
mobile? Do you have a motor car? They'll say things like that.
I left
Is
it
it
at
in the
hospital.
boot?
Bloody mental.
They'll say, "Is it in the boot? Bloody mental." What'd you say? In hospital? I've been in
I
hospital.
left it at hospital.
I left it at hospital. Maybe in the lift. In a pile of treacle. It was quite a scene there at hospital. Jotham, what have you been up to in the last week since we convened?
Well, I've been working on my pickleball stats.
Wins. That's the primary stat with which you're concerned.
I'll have you know, I Googled pickleball stats earlier today. And one
I
of the
feel like-
first...
I feel like this is the most research you've done into pickleball yet.
I swear I read somewhere that it was a quarter the size of a tennis court, but I can't find it anywhere.
No, wait.
So-
We went through a whole thing with the dimensions, right? Are you joking?
Yeah, I know.
did
I
this.
know. All right,
God
let's move
damn it.
past that. All right.
Jotham's making me out to be an idiot
So,
again.
well, in case anybody's just joining us for the first time, we've tread this ground.
This
So
is a
anyways.
running game.
So
No,
I
the
look
thing is,
up
it turned
and
out to be
there's a,
1/9
There's an
this-
app. There's an app where you can track. It's really dumb. You can track so if you're playing a point, it wants you to track each back, forth, who hit it here, backspin, topspin, blah blah. Who's gonna do that after you play a long point? I don't know what happened. I just hope I won.
Well, you need a
You know,
third party. You need
Somebody who
a
obviously takes
statistician.
it seriously.
Yeah, I need a ball boy too. Jared, if you want to play.
You can be my ball boy.
Wow.
That's the name of his
My invite
R&B
got
single.
downgraded. Yeah, keep hearing about
If you
this
don't
pickleball.
come, after a few weeks, you get downgraded to ball boy.
If you don't get invited and you don't come.
But yeah,
Keep hearing about this pickleball invite that I'm supposed to be getting, but has yet to happen.
so I've done that the last 3 days. I've been working a lot more, which is exciting. I was thinking about it. I don't know about you guys. Has anyone else been online shopping more the last few months, or am I the only one?
Yeah, certainly.
yeah.
Because I've realized I just love, getting packages in the mail, tracking the package, obsessively checking where the package is. I do it a few times each day. And
What kind of packages
Whoa.
are you getting? How much you putting into each of these packages?
Wow.
what do you mean?
What type of
Oh,
objects
I
are
just
you
like
ordering?
tracking them.
But what type of thing are you ordering?
Oh, mostly clothes.
Oh, yeah? Oh, like a
Oh.
Casio shirt?
Like the Casio shirt. I don't know. I ordered 5 shirts last week. They all came. I didn't like them, so I just sent them back.
Could you describe the Casio
Oh.
shirt?
So this account I really like. It's called this Instagram account called Good Vietnam Shirts, and they're Vietnamese interpretations of American culture. And this one is an anagram. It says Casio. Yeah, I love Casio. What was the C?
Cash?
Not cat.
I think it was cash.
I love
Alcohol.
Casio. Cash, alcohol. Wait, now I can't remember what it was.
Oh, Jotham.
Something
hold on,
intellectual.
hold
It's also it's an acronym.
Oh, it's an acronym, not an anagram. What's an anagram?
That's where you mix up the letters.
No, it's definitely not that.
Again, I'm the most
Definitely.
fun person to.
Yeah, yeah. I'd
That's
love to
not a
play D&D with you.
homonym. That's a
I love
homophone.
Casio. Cash, alcohol, sound, intellectuals, omelet. Not omelets, but omelet.
That's pretty good.
Casio. It says Casio again. So I'm just waiting for that shirt to drop.
To drop at my
Well,
doorstep.
I think it's a great business idea. They sell them for like $35 a pop.
Limited edition, like one
Probably.
of 10,
Yeah.
something like that.
Jared
not
only
something like
wants
that.
it if it puts him in some sort of exclusive club. I want to
That's
be the
right.
only person who has this.
I don't know. There are other like bootleg shirt sites I follow that like if I miss the drop, that's it. That's it. I wanted this tie-dye
Exclusive.
3-6 Mafia shirt. Yeah, I missed out. Still bummed
Tie-dye
about it.
3-6 Mafia shirt.
Yeah, I got the tie-dye DJ screw though, so it ended up all right.
Wasn't a total
I
loss.
didn't know you were such a fashion horse. Didn't know this
I don't think
thing.
I am, but
Clothes horse?
Yeah, it's
fashion
not a
horse?
fashion horse. Isn't it a clothes horse? Or
It's
just
a
like
clothes horse.
yeah. Fashion horse for some reason, even though it's very close, it sounds ridiculous.
I've never heard of a clothes horse.
It's someone who wears a lot of different clothes and such. Because I
I thought
think
that was.
isn't
You're
it
that was
saying
like a hype beast.
HORSE.
like
Not
like the
horse.
animal horse, not
Yeah.
a horse.
Yeah.
Do the gallop, Alistair.
No,
with your-
Oh,
Your
the like
hands, the thing.
is that famous?
Yeah.
Yeah. For those at home,
wait, could you
Alistair
do
does
the-
a sweet horse with his hand.
Could you do a Chariots of Fire theme song? Do you remember that from the 80s?
Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-dum. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-dum.
That's
Bum
good.
bum bum bum. All right.
Oh yeah.
That was great.
What's the
Good
difference between
voice.
between a clothes horse and a hype beast?
Okay.
Definitely not a hype
I feel
beast.
like
This is not a tie-dye Supreme shirt, all right?
The
so
difference. Sorry, the difference is I don't know what the other one is.
a fashion plate and a clothes horse, not a clothes plate and a fashion horse.
Or a hype beast.
Hype beast is like, you know, the super limited expensive shoe drops.
Mm.
Like a
a
brand new
sneakerhead?
exclusive
That's what I think of.
colorway.
Sneakerheads
like- yeah,
are a
exclusive colorway
subsect
or
of
like-
hype beasts.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
I don't understand all these subcultures.
I don't either.
No one does.
Don't act like you don't.
Ooh,
I
sorry.
think Jotham, you're our closest to the age group where these things would be relevant. I feel like you have to explain it to us.
I think I just did. In a very, with my limited capabilities.
He's the closest thing we have to youth culture on this show.
That's right.
Hello, fellow kids.
I also enjoy that new Zelda game. Jared,
Oh,
what
I've been really enjoying Mario 64. Last thing, Mario 64, loving it. That's it. Bye.
spending a lot of time on it in between ordering new tie-dyed shoes based on Rap Cruise.
Love Rap Cruise.
Jared, what have you been doing?
Not a whole lot, but I did want to talk about the game of Among Us that we all played together the other night,
That was fun.
We did do that.
Glorious. Loved it.
and hope to have a repeat of that sometime soon with more people.
I had a lot of
Yeah.
fun. I had to ditch pretty early because my partner in all things, Mandy, was falling asleep in the room, and I was being mainly quiet, but every once in a while I would blurt out like, "I wasn't on a vent," or something like that, and she would like sit up, like bolt upright in bed, like someone had just broken into the house. So at a certain point, I had to stop being so inconsiderate, so I just left.
So, how did you feel about your time as the imposter?
My time as the imposter, it was okay. It was all right. I can't remember what exactly happened. Oh yeah, I killed somebody and then I went all the way around everywhere and I walked back by where I had killed them, and then someone saw me walking back by. So I could have just as easily been someone wandering around. I just happened to be the person who had killed them like a minute ago.
Right.
They didn't find it for a while, and then so I was found out pretty immediately after that. Even though, like I could have played it a little cooler. And when it came to accusing others and defending myself, because I didn't know so many of the most prominent voices on the chat, I sometimes didn't feel right asserting myself. I didn't even know who I was talking to sometimes. So
because they won't cut you that same like
basic human courtesy.
Yeah. Well, they will not.
So so yeah, a lot of times I stayed quiet when I had things, when I had some good intel, when I had some reconnaissance that I had done. I know who exactly was hanging out on top of vents and wandering around aimlessly. Acting.
Jared made us play with strangers, so it put us at a disadvantage.
Yeah, there were
none of us are good at that.
5 of us who knew each other.
It took me longer than I like to admit, like to figure out how to kill someone. Like I just wandered around as an imposter.
I think Maddie won as an imposter once and didn't kill anybody, and the other guy did all the killing.
Yeah,
he must have, yeah.
And there was a good moment where Jotham and Maddie were accusing each other of having been the imposter, and the way it went back and forth was really funny, because
It was very cute.
the way that Maddie treated Jotham made perfect sense, in that like whatever he was saying about her must be exactly what he's guilty of.
Yes, and it got him booted right off the spaceship.
Yeah, it turns out it was
he was
false.
immediately guilty.
I don't remember what happened, but I do remember getting booted.
Maddie saw me murder somebody, and I had to
shut her down.
Immediately report the body that I just made and accuse her of walking past it without notifying, and accuse her of being the murderer. I don't think it worked.
So
I don't think anybody bought it.
And sometimes I would just vote for someone just because, it seemed, why not?
Cool.
Without any reason for it. I did that once when everyone else had skipped the vote. So like everyone skipped and I just voted for one random person. I was like, oh shit. Made me look pretty foolish.
But that was the highlight of my week. Other than that,
didn't mean to laugh at your life.
Wow.
That?
You mean with us? Gross.
Yeah, nothing's more pathetic than someone thinking that hanging out with you is like the coolest thing that happened all week. That's how I feel about myself.
Yeah, same here.
Like,
but yeah, I want to make it a semi-regular thing, and
games of all types,
as often as y'all would like.
Yeah, should we do it tomorrow?
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
To those of you listening to the podcast, this probably happened the day before. But you won't have been able to tune in anyway. Well, Corin, what's been the highlight of your week?
Well, there's a few things happening. First of all, I'm sure you're all excited about the beginning of fall and end of summer. It's a beautiful transition where
maybe.
The
it was
days are
91 here.
The days are a little bit shorter. There's a chill in the air. The leaves are changing.
Sure.
It's magnificent.
Yeah. Starting to wear our slightly cardiganish zip up law school hoodies.
I see you in your lawyer hoodie.
It is branded with my law school,
Come on,
so everybody knows.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, we got the diploma behind you.
Diplomas. That's two.
Diplomas, that's right. Omelets.
That's only two of them.
Where are your leather-bound books, nerd?
I'm gonna have 2 omelets behind me next week.
Look at my accomplishments.
The shirt was right.
I made these.
And then what else? Oh, I got into a thing with one of my neighbors.
A fight?
Uh-oh.
No, it was very strange.
Passive aggressive.
Yeah, super
passive
aggressive.
Cold war. You got into a cold war.
My favorite type.
It is a cold war. It is a lukewarm war. I work from home 2 days a week, and on those days I walk my dog around the neighborhood.
Pig.
And when I walk her, it's always on Tuesday. So, and that's the day before
Wednesday.
the trash pickup.
Gotcha.
So everybody's dumpsters are by the road. So I'm walking the dog. She does her business. I pick it up in the poop bag and I'm walking with it. And poop bags go in trash, not recycling and not lawn place thing, yard
Clippings.
So I throw it in a neighbor's trash can. It's just a poop bag. Like, who the fuck cares?
And a trash can, yeah.
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 It's going into the dump truck.
Do you like look around
So-
first? Because I've always done that. Is the
No,
coast
that's-
clear? Okay.
That's too conspicuous, man. You just got to like do it without looking and like keep walking.
Do you wave
Did-
at no
did-
one in particular?
Did they try to claim ownership of a particular can that you used?
So I did my dirty deed. Well, Pig did the dirty deed. I did the
Done
slightly less
dirt
dirty
sheet.
deed. I got rid of the evidence and I walked around the corner. I'm listening to a podcast in my headphones or whatever, not paying attention. And like, I kind of turned back because Pig's sniffing something and I see like a lady like walking fast, like after me. And she's got a poop bag in her hand.
Is it
And I was just
yours?
kinda like,
Do you recognize
Yeah.
it as yours?
I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
huh, what is this interaction going to be like? And so I just like stand there and I can't really hear her, but she kind of like goes like this. And I'm like taking my earbud off and she's not wearing a mask. So I keep like backing up a little bit too. So it's like a real weird interaction where she's like chasing me with the poop bag a little bit. I'm like, can I help you? And she's like, I think this is yours. And I just kind of like take it and say, okay.
Do you say thank you? If it were me, I would say thank you when I took the bag, because just when someone hands
Yeah.
me something, I can't help it.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
No, I just looked at it. I guess I looked at her like she was fucking crazy. Like she was a psycho person. And I was laughing because it was obviously a very strange interaction. And I can't help myself. And so I take it and I just, put my headphones back in and I keep walking. I go home. So the next week, this current week, like I'm doing the same thing. I'm walking the dog. Before I passed this lady's house, I had already gotten rid of the evidence for this walk, so I didn't have any poop
Ooh.
bags on me. So,
Smart.
but I'm walking by and she's outside, like she's like sitting outside the house or whatever, and so I just like wave at her and smile, like, "Hey, what's up?" I don't
What's
know.
your number?
Yeah. So I get around the corner again. She chases me down again. And I'm like, this time I have no
Oh,
fucking,
wow.
it's beyond confused about what's going to happen. So again, I'm just like smiling. I take out one headphone. She comes up to me. "Hey, I just wanted to say, I don't want you to think that I was overreacting. It's just that when it goes in the bottom of the can and it's an empty can, sometimes the poop bags, they explode and it gets poop on the bottom of the can. So I had to give it back to you. It's not the first time this has happened. I just didn't want you to think I was overreacting. Okay." Okay,
I have a question.
bye. And then I left and kept laughing again because I can't help that.
How old is this person?
Oh, mid-30s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say
Really?
ancient.
No, like, but came at me with wild eyes, just like glassy, big bug eyes. Like I didn't overreact.
They
This
were
is a
really
scourge.
selling
I
their
just
point.
think this is like a ploy, just like ask you out or something.
Yeah. She saw your profile. You
I
must
have been
swiped left.
I've been dating for a long time. No one has ever asked me out by handing me a bag of my dog's own poop.
So far.
Yeah, but if you were going to do it for any poop at all, probably your dog's own poop would be the best play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity.
That's the best
Bet-
poop in the world if you had to rank them, right? Because I bet you wouldn't say your own. So you'd say
No, I
your,
don't want her to.
so you'd
I
say
don't want her to have
your,
access to my poop yet.
so you'd say
It's too soon for that.
Yeah.
your dog would be the best one.
Yeah, I wouldn't take her dog's poop. 'cause
Right.
I have no. It's not mine.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah. What are you, a sick idiot?
Yeah, I didn't check the poop bag for a phone number, so I guess I really missed out.
We'll check the next one.
Yeah, go back and do it again.
Just putting out some feelers.
Look
like
at her
look her
dead
dead in the eye.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, wink.
I know this
Drop
is
it
about.
in, and then like scamper off like and giggle. I bet you
Coquettishly.
can't catch me.
All right. New status update next week. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear how this develops. Are you going to keep
Yeah.
throwing poop in there?
No,
should.
I'm not a vindictive person. I may be curious to see how an interaction plays out, but
You sound
I'm-
just like a regular person that throws poop in a garbage can like any other person.
no, but I mean, I did invite some kind of interaction by like walking back by and be like, "Hey, lady that chased me down with my poop, what up?"
Do you
I
think
didn't do the normal person thing, which would be to like change route and avoid it at all costs.
Avoid them.
Yeah, I don't think the way you've described it, it doesn't seem. Do you feel like you were being slightly provocative in the way that you waved hello? Not provocative like sexy, provocative
like-
like
Yeah.
like looking to get a
Like
response.
unzipping my cardigan a little,
Yeah,
waving. Antagonistic, maybe kinda, yeah.
yeah. Well, it looks like you've each kind of gotten a chance to fire shots. Do you think you're gonna have more back and forth? Do you think maybe this is gonna be like a regular thing with this neighbor, like not just over the dog, but other little things they're gonna start picking at?
I mean, they're like around the block. I don't know what.
Oh, they're
they
just
would-
on your street. They're not like out.
Yeah, they're not
No,
like next door neighbors. No, they're far enough away where I have to like go and pick a fight.
You're okay. Well, I look forward to hearing how you do that.
I'll
This
come up
Cold
with
War
something good next
Cannot
time.
continue.
Yeah, this aggression will not stand, man.
Tear down this poop.
Mr. Gorbachev.
That's
Hey,
dumb.
tell me this: what kind of podcast do you listen to while you're carrying that dog shit around?
Mostly Blank Check. It's a movie podcast. I'm just
listened
giving
to
them a
one.
shout out. Apparently,
like
but it is very good, and I like it a lot. I love movies, as you know. So that's a very good and funny one. And it's one of the hosts, Griffin Newman, is played Arthur on the new Amazon Tick series.
Oh yeah.
He's a very funny dude.
What's his
I
name?
like him a lot. Arthur or Griffin Newman.
Griffin Newman.
It's a good show.
All right.
And occasionally some D&D podcasts that I won't name.
D&D
Out of embarrassment.
podcasts. Yeah, best to keep those private.
Yeah.
I listen to my podcasts on incognito mode. So this past week, we took in some Halloween stores
Ooh.
because it's getting to that
Spirit.
time of the year. We're trying to figure out what Clara, our now 9-year-old, my partner in all things, daughter, 9-year-old, Clara, we're trying to gauge, because she'll name like 50 different costumes she wants to wear. And, there's not actually going to be like any real trick or treating. So we're trying to figure out like, can she get dressed up? What are we going to do at the house? Are we going to turn the house into something spooky just for the kids?
Watch the birds.
Just we'll have the birds on a loop nonstop, like we did at her birthday party.
Can we go rent the giant seagull costume?
Oh, if you would do
Knock
that,
on the door.
yeah, and holding a knife, a gas can. I'm gonna set the place on fucking fire. This seagull means business.
Yeah. House that throws a Zippo over the shoulders and walking away.
What's crazy is that there is a scene in The Birds where the birds start like a huge fire that takes up like a couple of city blocks. Like they blow up a gas station essentially.
Gotta watch out for
What,
the
like
arsonists.
C4?
What'd you say?
with C4.
Yeah.
They like hide behind the barricade
Yeah.
on the button.
One of them has like ear protection on. They're signaling to each other. They made the Finding Nemo noise. Mine.
I like to see a bird in a tiny Hurt Locker.
Like wearing the plated, the big
tiny
bird
Jeremy
locker.
Renner.
the
Yeah.
bird locker. He says.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh my goodness. This those blow away any of the
Starring
costumes we saw.
Canary Renner. Sorry.
No, that was worth
There
it.
we go.
Oh, you know what?
Fly Pierce. That was awful.
Oh yeah, because birds fly.
Right.
Yeah.
Not like the fly.
No. That's
We
why
s-
it's terrible.
We saw a lot of good costumes. Nothing like the bird locker. What I was trying to figure out what exactly Clara wants. She in the past has talked about getting just one of those kind of like it's like a morph suit, like all just like one color suit except with like long fingernails and like kind of hollowed out eyes. They've got some scary
Whoa.
costumes. She's pretty into that one.
Babadook.
Yeah, exactly. It's like some like Siren Head's cousin.
Yeah.
She's a big
Claire's
fan
got
of
a-
Siren Head. I was trying to think of a way that we could turn her into a little Siren Head.
Oh.
But again, no one's going to see it, so we have to think like how much can we really invest in this? Like maybe make a project out of her making her own. Oh, but the most recent thing is that she wants to be a dinosaur. Like she's seen some of like the little inflatable like
Oh, the
T-Rex
inflatable.
things, which are amazing, but they're pretty expensive. And she lately has been on a big velociraptor kick. Like they asked the kids in their morning meeting for school, like what your favorite animal is. And she said a velociraptor. It took her a lot of tries. She kept asking us the right way. She was all over the place with it, like Viropter, Valopropter, all these different things. So I was looking up some costumes. I looked up velociraptors like as an image search on Google, and like I started suggesting different ones so I would find like the most undignified dinosaurs that I could. There's some in there like dinosaurs that had like big long beaks with like overbites. I was like, oh, do you want to be like that one? That's a pretty tough looking one. She was like, no, absolutely
no.
not. And then they had one that was like a man in a velociraptor costume, and the costume is just like kind of like green, like, you know, reptile scales and like a mask that obviously that has like two human eyes looking here, even though the velociraptor eyes are there, kind of like in like a little kind of like sassy pose. I was like, oh, do you want to be like that guy? She was like,
Sassy raptor.
I think knockoff like Halloween costumes are funny where it's not copyright infringement, but it's obviously like supposed to be like this thing, like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
But they can't call it Beetlejuice.
like if you want to be Jim
It's got the
Dangle
little-
from Reno 911, it's like a
Right.
shorts cop.
Yeah.
Right.
Instead of Wednesday Addams, it's midweek. Spooky lady.
right.
Midweek spooky lady. That's like that's another good song title, like Voodoo Woman. Midweek spooky lady.
Spooky lady.
What,
that's
what are
fun.
some
I'm
other
glad-
good
knockoff.
yeah, good knockoffs that we've seen? Well, I'm trying to think of some good ones. There's been Bob's Burgers, although those have been licensed.
Right.
Oh, so it's not like Burger Man.
Yeah, it's not Burger Man with family. Burger
Burger
family.
Family Man.
Well, you guys keep thinking about any good knockoffs that you've seen. And I'll keep looking for undignified dinosaurs to help quell this desire for a costume this ridiculous
Diplodocus?
child has. Diplodocus? Yeah, like a long-necked, like a
Kickflip Diplodocus.
kick-flip Diplodocus. Oh, Diplo, the famous DJ. The famous missing DJ with the missing tooth. Store it in milk. They can reattach it later. Store it in milk.
We know now how it got there.
Exactly. Do you guys want to get into a little bit of trivia?
Boy,
Well, hell yeah.
This week is a write down. Not everything, but I got like 3 write downs in here, and they're very open
crazy.
ended. So this is gonna,
So I forgot about the write down, even though I liked your text when you said it's a write down.
you need to grab some
So I'm
supplies.
gonna write on what I have, but it's not a piece of paper and it's not for comedic effect, but it's a box.
Okay, that's fine with me.
So just want to let you know this is not some big old bit
Against
I
the
planned
rules.
out.
when you don't see a piece of paper, don't freak out.
Yeah.
Jotham's doing one of his
So,
classic
fine quality
What
desk
is that?
comedy sketches.
Hey, everybody, get a load of what he's writing on.
Let's do this.
All right, so let's go.
Oh boy. It's time for every human's favorite question and answer fun game. I already knew that a long time ago. With your host, Alistair St. Hill.
That's right. It's a special edition of everybody's favorite question and answer fun game. You don't know the answers, quit even trying. And this quiz is specially labeled the quiz edition.
Nice.
That's right. This week, we lost a legendary musician, someone who changed the path of modern rock music with his innovative playing. Edward Van Halen, guitarist for Van Halen, passed away at the age of 65. We're going to commemorate his passing with a quiz completely dedicated to the band Red Hot Chili Peppers. Fellow Los Angeles musical force of creativity. All right, so
Of evil.
a couple of these are write-downs. I'll let you know when those come up. Until then, they're just going to be standard ring. Your name, each of you, your first name, will be your buzzer. So
I feel great about this.
do you know a lot about the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yes. No.
Really?
No.
Question 1. What was the first Red Hot Chili Peppers album to feature guitarist John Frusciante?
Jotham.
Jotham, go.
Blood, sugar, magic. There's another word.
I can't believe the things you say.
Incorrect. Anyone else?
Warren?
Jared said that first.
I'm just taking a guess here. Mother's Milk.
That's correct. Jared
Hooray.
killing the Red Hot Chili Peppers quiz with his
I feel
intimate
like whoever
knowledge
wins
of the
this
band.
really loses.
I didn't know
That's
that
the
was an
point.
album.
Question 2. Red Hot Chili Peppers' debut album was produced by Andy Gill, the guitarist for what English post-punk legendary outfit? I should have said legendary post-punk outfit. English post-punk band. Andy Gill is guitarist. It's that famous English post-punk band. All right.
One more hint.
Yo!
Gang of Four.
Oh.
Andy Gill from Gang of Four
You know?
produced their first album.
That's right. I've never heard of them.
You've never heard of Gang of Four?
No.
Heard of them, but not them.
All right.
I'll play a song this week.
No, you don't have to. It's okay.
It's okay.
In memory.
I don't
Question 3, everyone. Red Hot Chili Peppers can't stop because they are addicted to what? I mean,
Jared.
Jared, go.
Heroin.
Well, I don't know.
Okay. If anything, I'd say that why that's at certain points they couldn't continue.
Oh.
Right on.
The correct answer is the
Check.
shindig. Can't stop, addicted to the shindig. It's from a song.
Oh,
Does it mean sex though?
The shindig?
Californication.
what song
like
is
Wink?
that?
Everybody stop. You might be saying answers to future questions.
I know. I already did.
That's like a more recent
Twice.
one, right? I don't know.
The shit
Could be 10
can't
years
stop.
old.
Yeah, that song came out in like 2001.
Under the bridge.
Oh, like one of their more recent ones. Stop just saying. You know what? Actually, if you hit it, yeah, there you go. Question 4. What is the name of the Red Hot Chili Peppers guitarist who died of a drug overdose in 1988?
Is that the one who was River's friend? River who overdosed too?
River Phoenix?
River Phoenix, yeah.
So you're saying, was it River Phoenix?
Well, there was some guitarist, Red Hot Chili Peppers band member, who allegedly introduced him to these drugs. It's on the Wikipedia page. Definitely read about it.
So you're not going to accept River Phoenix's friend as an answer?
Come on. Tough crowd.
The answer is Hillel Slovak. Come on, don't you guys?
No one was going to get
course.
that.
Okay, whatever.
Sounds made
No.
up.
Yeah, prove it.
I'm going to find this Wikipedia.
This is-
page.
Get him in here.
This is
gonna be
like when
over.
I had to travel to get to his funeral, and the airline company gave me such a hard time presenting his death certificate. Question 5. With what producer have RHCP had the most commercial success?
Jared.
Is it multiple choice?
Jared said his name.
And for bonus points, name as many albums as you can that they've recorded together. All right, Jared.
Well, it's Rick Rubin.
It's Rick Rubin.
Dude, I was gonna guess that.
The only ones that I know that he did was Blood Sugar Sex Magic and Californication for sure. I don't
Okay.
know anything else?
I'll take those. Those are correct. And that was going to be one of the write down ones, but you know, who cares? I just
Jared be the
I made
expert
it
here.
I made it bonus ones, and Jared obviously
Jared is
knows.
our resident Red Hot Chili Peppers expert.
I feel like this is a big attack on me. Like this is a hit job.
I'm the one who
Yeah.
wrote these and
Public
didn't
execution.
really have to
Were
look
you
up too
listening
much.
to the Adam Scott and Scott Ackerman podcast?
No, I heard they did
have-
like one episode and then they changed it to
They
to
quit. Or Talking Heads.
Talking Heads.
Or
Yeah.
they do you too.
U2 was before.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Question 6. What Chili Peppers album featured former Jane's Addiction guitarist Dave Navarro?
Oh, you mean the tattoo show host?
He's the
Yeah.
Tattoo Show host. Also was once in Jane's Addiction, a famous band.
Heroin.
Jared.
Jared, go. You know it.
Dave Navarro.
What?
Dave
resigning.
Navarro.
No, that was no.
That was the guy's name.
yeah. That I said.
What
I-
album?
Yeah, I said what
Oh.
album featured Jane's
One hot
Addiction.
minute.
Oh yeah, see you know it.
Jesus Christ.
And he was acting like he didn't. He was giving everyone
gonna
else a
start
chance.
throwing
Selling me
it. He
saying
doesn't
it
want us
because I
to
do
know.
know it. I don't want to be excited about it.
Question 7.
I'm burdened with this knowledge.
Question 7. What has been RHCP's most successful album in terms of sales?
Jotham.
Jotham, go.
California.
There you go. You know it.
I would have got that one
Love
wrong.
the Chili Peps.
He loves the Chili Peps. Question 8. How many studio albums have the Chili Peps released?
This is all you guys. I don't know this one.
You don't have to know it. You just have to guess. Jotham.
5.
Incorrect.
4.
Corin.
You say.
Corin.
I'm going to say 8.
There's a lot more than that.
Jared.
Come on, Jared.
Do you know any numbers?
He said 15.
Damn it, it ain't right.
11 albums. 11 studio albums.
Technically,
that's too
Korn was
many.
closer without going over. You should get that one.
Question 9. How many guitarists have been in RHCP? The Red Hot Chili Peppers. This was going to be a
Corin.
write down, but I'm just going to look for the number instead.
How about Corin?
Goran, go.
4?
No.
Oh, well.
Jotham, go.
Jotham. 7.
Damn it, it ain't right.
Incorrect.
They're dysfunctional. What do you mean?
Jared.
5?
8 guitarists in the band.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Damn.
One
I thought I knew
fatality.
that.
They killed that many guitarists?
I said one fatality.
Heroin.
Killed.
Okay, question 10.
Someone should stop them.
Question 10. This is a write down.
Crimes
Oh,
against
what's the guitar? John F. What's his name?
Frusciante.
Frusciante.
That's the one, the River Phoenix one. Anyway,
John Frusciante is still with us.
just remembered. Well, Pit River's not, so
He was on the first Mars Volta album.
River Phoenix.
A little bit. No, John Frusciante.
Question 10. Write down other bands / artists with whom Flea has played. Write down other bands and artists with whom Flea has played. Flea, the bassist for Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I got to tell you, while making this quiz up, I was listening to some RHCP to get in the right headspace. and I realized there's a lot of RHCP I really like. I like their little doodly little minimal songs with a lot of little plucky parts. I like Anthony Kiedis's little lisp. He's all like, I gotta take it on the other side. Like, the way he talks is funny. And I like when Flea's slapping that bass. A lot of fun in the Red Hot Chili Peppers. People give them a hard time, but, you know, they're a real empty vessel.
Like, when you say Flea played with them, like, does that mean for a show?
Well, he
or
was like where he's like appeared
a
on an
member?
album or something like that.
I still only have one answer.
I forgot.
Is the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
I have 2.
Okay, let's go around. Jared, I know you aced this. Tell me what else he's played on. Give me a couple of them.
I was gonna say Tom York / Atoms for Peace
Okay.
and Mars Volta, because I know that he played on that first album.
That's correct. 2 points for Jared. It's
Huh.
up to 7.
Well, I'm not going to get this right.
RHCP scholarship.
Jotham, lay it on me. What
You
did
get
you
You get some free heroin. I wrote down Primus and Limp Bizkit.
Primus and Limp Bizkit? Incorrect. I don't have any documentation of either of those.
Why you gotta do RHCP like that? And Flea.
He was also in Sublime.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All
All
right,
of those make
Corin,
sense. I
what-
only wrote down Mars Volta.
Mars Volta. That's 1 point for Corin. 1 point for Jotham. And Jared, you can't stop him from laying it down RHCP style. I had I had a bonus question where I was going to have you guys write down all of the songs of theirs that have been number one on the alternative charts. They have 13 number one singles, but I don't think it would be fun to have you guys do that.
What about just songs we know they
Under the Bridge.
wrote?
Jotham's already shouted out like 6 or 7.
My love
The
is
song
an
about the
aeroplane.
bathroom stall, sarcastic Mr. Know-It-All.
That's Scar Tissue.
There you go. Wish you saw it.
That's all about that heroin. Everyone's been on the
They
juice.
love the smack.
They call it the juice.
Horse?
Smack juice.
Well, anyway, this has been another round
All right.
of quiz.
That was
Bittersweet
possibly
victory.
the most chaotic round of trivia yet, and I loved it.
Well, the thing is, it was easy to tell who was winning because no one's going to touch Jared's knowledge of Red Hot Chili Peppers, RHCP, Flea Solo,
In
any
the
of that.
Southeast, he's number one.
Reigning champion.
This side of the Mississippi.
I was going to see if I could find that that image of the Velociraptor. Oh yeah, I did. Stand by. Okay, so these are the ones that I showed Clara, and I said, okay, so here's this one. I said, oh, like that one? Do you want to be a big tough dinosaur like this one? And it's got like, feathers and an overbite, and like it just kind of looks a little dim-witted. And then there's this one, which is, I'm sure it'd be tough to encounter, but like, a kid doesn't want to look like this tough dinosaur.
No, he looks very scared. He looks startled.
And did you see recently there was like they've basically like reevaluated the T-Rex and
Very
say
feathery.
that it was like completely covered in feathers.
It's like
And
a big
every
chicken.
time I see the artist, like the artist's like interpretation of what that is, I hate it.
What about
it flies so
what if you had a costume that looked like this to help you look like a badass velociraptor?
That's a sassy
I mean,
pose, all right.
That's
not,
cool.
Not gonna lie,
I'd wear
I would
that.
totally, yeah.
But like they're
It's
definitely
kind
Almost
of
looks like
like-
green tie-dye.
It's like kind of Cronenberg-esque. It's like a body horror thing, like where there's two sets of eyes.
Do you
There's
wanna
2 eyes on
cosplay
each
as an
side.
Argonian from Skyrim?
Yeah, I would recommend anyone just search for velociraptors on Google, and there's only one costume that looks like this. That's definitely
Velociraptors
just
on Google.
Oh, I should have been more clear on the dangling participle. Damn it. All right, so that's been
Also,
Red
I
Hot Chili
found
Peppers.
a juice demon. That's supposed to be Beetlejuice.
And there's Wednesday right next to him. Was that Wednesday Addams?
Evil midweek cutie.
Evil midweek cutie. Do you guys want to take a quick break and then reconvene and come back with news?
Let's do it.
Corn knows it. He's got 2 pens. All right, we'll be right back after
He
this.
writes the news.
Welcome back to Grand National Championships. Do you recognize this? Do you recognize that? That's Gang of Four.
Had a feeling.
Right on. Sounds really good.
Oh, that bass tone. That
good
bass
bass
tone, though.
Is that Fleet?
So that's Gang of
Mr.
Four.
Brat.
Yeah, I know he's got a real attitude, you know. Post-punk. After punk. All right, so we're going to go ahead and news, Jotham.
All I wanted to talk about this week is that absolute unit 747.
The bear.
Yeah.
The bear, yeah.
What
Big
is this?
fat bears.
He seems really cool. I mean, he's like, they estimate over 1,400 pounds.
I don't
He
know
won.
I don't know what you're talking about. A bear? A real bear?
Biggest
Yeah,
bear.
so this is Fat Bear Week. And they estimate that he ate enough in July to hibernate through, well, I don't know till when.
Why don't you explain for the uninitiated
Yeah.
what Fat Bear Week is?
Yeah.
So people vote bracket style. Here's a picture. Oh, it's not really gonna.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, Fat Bear Week.
And
We get on
the
the same
competition's
page.
website, let's see, it says 747 appears to weigh at least 1,400 pounds, has become one of the most dominant bears at Brooks Falls. He's found most often in the jacuzzi or the far pool. That's what its online bio says. This bear would have the best bio for like Tinder. Swipe right all day. And only rival
747.
males of comparable size, of which there are very few, can challenge him for fishing spots. So he's getting all the salmon, all the ladies.
All the awards.
He's bulking heavy.
What kind of pre-workout do you think he's taken?
I don't know, but I need it. I ordered some over 2 weeks ago, and it's just lost in the mail.
Really?
That's another story, but yeah.
See, now why doesn't that come up in your initial checking in? That's interesting. You're chasing down some pre-workout that someone owes you.
I never know what to talk about.
Someone owes me some pre-workout. I'm thinking about making moves to take the fight to them. That's interesting to me.
Except I have no energy to do it.
Yeah.
I don't.
I can't get the
I'm
extra.
buying energy drinks. I hate doing it.
Ugh.
I want the powder.
Don't bang.
You getting those rains?
That's C4.
Rains.
I don't bang because they support Trump. I reign. They probably support Trump too. I just haven't heard about it.
I haven't found the connections.
Follow the money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Jotham spends most of his day following the money. But sometimes he does have to go to his normal job. So he hasn't found it yet through rain. I'm looking at pictures of 747. This is a very impressive bear.
I
Yeah,
Googled
he's a
fat
very
bears
impressive
and
bear.
Other stuff came
Oh,
up.
but
I mean, he's Chunky.
Speaking of contests about who's the biggest, fattest bear and how you could incorporate that to your Tinder profile, I saw something the other day that made me think of Jotham straight away. FedEx guy came to my door, sleeves blasted off his uniform. He was wearing just sleeveless muscle shirt style FedEx tee.
Well, you're rolling around. You're going to be very hot. The sleeves are going to slow you down.
And
Yeah.
I have pointed out to Jotham before that doors on a car are basically like sleeves. So a Jeep would make the most sense for someone like Jotham because it's already got the sleeves blasted off. And a FedEx truck is a lot like that because it's already got the doors blown
Yeah.
out, just like the guy had his sleeves blown
So
off.
the driver was cosplaying as his own truck.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, I'm going to blast my doors off so I can just run out with the packages.
Were they blasted or cut? Were there blast marks?
I couldn't see the blast
That's
marks.
a weird
but
look with the button-up shirt and the no sleeves.
I think they may have been blasted off. I think I saw some tattered shreds.
He did also have a neck tattoo from what I could see from your picture.
He had a lot of tattoos and no sleeves. He wasn't doing sleeves.
Did you get his
He
number?
said that at the interview. He was like, "Yeah, I'll do the job."
Sleeves are no-go for me.
Yeah, that's going to be a deal breaker. like the guy.
perfect. Our trucks don't have sleeves either.
The guy's like, I have quite an opportunity for you. And he pointed to the shirt and the guy was like, And then he points to a vest, like, the muscle shirt style. And he's like, okay,
Yeah.
we can at least start talking from there.
I like that you said vest, like he was just running around in like a bellboy vest.
He was like in a super cool punk rock vest. But there are punk rock vests when people, they're, what do they call them, dirt vests? What's the term?
Like safety
Fest
pin
vest?
patches to the.
Wait, what
to
is
the
it?
back.
I said fest vest.
Oh,
Fest
fest
vest.
vest is good. That suits the lifestyle.
the scene,
But
yeah.
what is the
The fest vest doesn't
crust
get
vest.
washed very often. Crust?
not crust? Doom vest. What the hell's it called? Never mind. There's some little like motto.
We need
There's some little
some
jingle for
young
this.
bands to play the show so we can talk to them about this stuff.
Yeah, I
don't
we
know
need
if it's
cooler
young
people.
I don't know if it's young
What do you know about
bands.
the Doom vest?
Tell me more about the Doom
Rage
vest.
vest. Rage vest. God damn it.
Well, you know that FedEx guy's in a band, so
Yeah, I'll ask
you just
him
need
next
to talk
time. It's
to
like,
him next time.
hey man, if that
Order
was
some more
made out
clothes
of
like I'm doing.
if that was made out of denim and covered in patches and buttons with the sleeves blasted off, what would you call that? And he'd be like, "That's my vest."
My
You're like,
no F
why are you
X
talking to me?
vest.
No, he knows I'm cool because I'll wear a brand new Ramones shirt next time I see him.
Never been washed.
Yeah, just
Straight from Hot Topic.
Vanta black. It's never gone through the washing machine.
To black.
Crisp white. Yeah.
Yeah, brand new Chucks. Super white.
Or go out there,
sidewall.
power move. Go out there with your own sleeveless shirt and kind of give him the acknowledgement, so like you can have.
Yeah, or you could be cutting the sleeves off casually as he pulls up.
I could do a sleeveless vest, but like I'll cut in a little bit extra, so like I have even less sleeves than he does. I'd be like, "Oh man, I didn't realize you were going to be wearing long sleeves today."
He's gonna notice it immediately.
He's sweating and filled with rage.
Yeah.
Well, then I think
do-
if you go a little further in, you get into the metal guys where they cut in a little further.
It's
And
almost
there's
like a
like dudes-
bodysuit.
Yeah, there's dudes at the gym like that
Right.
where the sleeves get cut all the way down
deep.
to like
yeah.
Where it's
whatever
just
that.
like smock. kind
Barely
of.
covers
that's
the
like-
hips.
I've
Barely.
seen with no connection on the bottom, where it's just like a tank top.
I feel like that was
open on the sides.
a Tony Little special back in the day. Like he might do those just little knots like on the right and left at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
All the rest is just vented. Do you
Good
have
for that
do you have a
Florida
lot of
heat.
solid look.
do you have a lot of vented shirts that you work out in, Corin, or any of you guys?
Yeah, I've shown you pictures of them.
Yeah, it's all vented.
I sent you a picture of me in my My Hero Academia very loose.
Yeah, I
tank
wouldn't
top.
show that to my daughter.
No, don't
Yeah,
do that.
That was an obscene.
was
That
for
was an
you.
obscene picture.
Corin's gonna show up in a Gang of Four sleeveless shirt next week.
As far as I'm concerned, that was erotica. Like, thank you for the erotica. I will not show my children.
But you promised.
I made no such promise. I'll deny that. Jared, what's in the news?
A Tennessee boy is being honored by Guinness World Records for an unusual accomplishment, achieving nuclear fusion just hours before his 13th birthday. Jackson Oswalt of Memphis was dubbed by Guinness as the world's youngest person to achieve nuclear fusion after officials verified that he built his own nuclear fusion reactor at his family's home and successfully used it in his final hours of being 12 years old.
Whenever you keep saying final hours, I keep thinking you're going to say something about him dying.
He's dead.
He got sniped like as soon as they saw that it worked. They disappeared.
What does it mean to
Take the shot.
What does it mean to use it?
He fused.
To generate electricity.
Okay.
Or I guess, would the past tense
like,
actually be...
a measurable amount of electricity.
Would the past tense actually be fused?
Now
He fused.
He fused.
Total fused. He said, I've been able to use electricity to accelerate 2 atoms of deuterium together so they fuse into an atom of helium-3 and also release a neutron, which can be used to heat up water and turn a steam engine, which in turn produces electricity. It also says that I guess I didn't realize like how popular people making their own homemade fusion reactors is, because it has its own category in Guinness, and there are several people, like a lot, like they have to verify a lot of people, and there's a team that goes around and verifies these reactors. So like,
I wonder. I
You
have a
want to know
question.
what I did at age 12?
We all
You know what I was
do.
doing at age 12?
Yeah, what?
The science fair. I built like a little trolley car out of like popsicle sticks and strapped a battery to it, and I'm pretty sure I won. It was supposed to be like a San
kid's
Francisco trolley car. I don't know.
split an atom, and his name is Jackson Oswalt, which also kind of sounds like this is a supervillain origin story.
Yeah,
They set
he's
him up
gonna,
to do that.
he's gonna
His parents have been
assassinate someone.
pushing him.
Somebody's gonna, like, the wrong people are not gonna believe in him and his goals, and he's gonna show everybody one day.
He's just like that
Yeah.
kid from The Incredibles.
Jackson Oswalt. No, wait, who was that?
The one who was voiced by Jason Lee.
Oh yeah.
Electrovolt or Magnetoboy or whatever.
That's not.
He wanted to be Incrediboy, but he
I
was
want to
shunned
hear
by
more
Mr.
about
Incredible.
Jotham.
Let's
Let's hear more about this
Oh, no,
trolley car.
I definitely like hearing like little glimpses of Jotham's past, like how he wasn't allowed to have like demonic record albums, or how he made this trolley that didn't actually seem to have any connection between the wheels and the power supply.
I
Jared's,
don't remember how it worked, but I remember strapping a battery to it and like gluing it.
you just
to
glued
it.
a battery to
I think
it.
I won an award. I gotta ask my mom about
I
this.
won an award.
Do you think that Jotham's
This
life?
Christian school was.
Do you think Jotham's
lax.
life has been too easy?
I don't want to comment on that.
Do you
but,
think people are just like handing things to Jotham just for like the minimum effort?
I do not think so.
Okay, good.
I'd like to go
Because
ahead and answer that for you.
you just described
and
a
say, No,
story-
absolutely not.
A story that argues slightly against that, just because it sounds like you glued a battery to a.
I was thinking
maybe a
more that
Hot
it was
Wheel.
like the Christian school that he went to was
What the heck?
oh, Jared's computer is here.
We're looking at Jared's computer. Anybody who freeze frames that can see any icon he has on his desktop.
Ooh,
Believe it or not,
Gross.
I'm the product of the public school system.
Hey, we all are. Well, yeah. I mean,
Yes.
Fancy Boy Art School was part of Pinellas County School District.
correct. It was just fancy and artsy.
So Jackson Oswalt,
Foppish.
the Tennessee boy who fused. At what point does it mention this in the article? At what point does a homebrew fusion operation become large enough that the government has to come in and start regulating it?
That it does not say.
Because it would, I imagine there's a very definite point
feel like
that
somebody
people
needs to
can't
stop
go
this kid.
past.
Yeah.
But
He's
it's
just going to keep getting bolder. It's just going to keep growing. It's just going to keep
He's gonna
snowballing.
be
out of
Walter
control.
White.
Yeah.
That's what he did. Yeah, that's what that show is about.
yeah, how he built his own fusion
Nuclear
reactor.
fusion. I'm pretty sure. I didn't
Yep.
finish it.
So, this kid, was this just for a school thing, or did this go beyond school to like a?
It seems like it's 100% personal interest. Like it wasn't a school project.
It wasn't part of a school fair
No,
or anything.
He just wanted to do it.
won
so
the
he's just
award.
but he's just the youngest to do it. He's going to be like Connor Oberst from Bright Eyes. Like, he makes a big splash because he's doing it so young, but eventually he's just going to be some 45-year-old asshole who's making fusion reactors at his home, and he's been doing the same thing for 35 years.
Yeah, boring.
I mean, no offense to Connor Oberst if that sounded critical.
Just another 35-year-old asshole.
45, I called him.
Oh, well. By the time, yeah.
So, Corin, what else is in the news?
Oh. Right.
Sorry.
I do this too.
Sorry to spring that on you.
Brain activity reveals individual attitudes towards humanoid robots. The way humans interpret the behavior of AI-empowered artificial agents such as humanoid robots depends on specific individual attitudes that can be detected from neural activity. Researchers at IIT Italiano de Tecnologia, I pronounced that totally correctly, demonstrated that people's bias toward robots, that is, attributing intentionality or considering them mindless things, can be correlated with distinct brain activity patterns. The research suggests that, the research results have been published in Science Robotics, are important for understanding the way humans engage with robots, while also considering the acceptance in healthcare applications in daily life. For when they are in your daily life, how people are going to react to them. What's important is with just a simple EEG, which is just a brain pattern reading where you just put sensors on your heads, they can predict from the way you think whether or not you're going to have a positive or negative reaction to these robots.
Wait, so they can predict based on your brain waves how
Before
you're
you see
going
the
to
robot.
react. They're not just
Correct.
measuring it, they're predicting it.
Yes.
That's proactive.
Yes. And dangerous, because the robots will know who's a dissenter before we've acted.
Oh, this is some Minority Report stuff.
Yeah,
Except
this is a
controlled
robot
by
Minority Report.
robots. I never thought it would happen that way. That's how they get you. They outflanked
Yeah,
us.
this is
They're
it.
Minority Reporting us, but with robots.
Well, they're minority reporting us. They are the robots.
Right.
And then they're just going to...
I'm saying
gonna-
Body report.
they is the general evil
So-
force of the universe. Robots
Yeah,
are
yeah.
just what they use.
Gotcha.
Sorry, go ahead, Jotham.
I was just imagining the Minority Report, but robots instead.
Yeah,
Like,
me too. I
instead
have
of Tom
been.
Cruise.
It's
Just robots.
It's just a robot that's just all but still doing like the stuff on the screens.
yeah, but yeah,
A robot in Goop that has to wake up.
yeah.
A robot.
What else was in that?
Tim Blake Nelson, who does that thing where he like
A
flips a
robot who
coin.
like,
and-
cuts his own eye out or whatever.
Colin Farrell was in that.
Robot Colin Farrell,
Donald Sutherland, was it Donald Sutherland or no? Max von
Kiefer.
Sydow.
Max von
Max von
Sydow.
Sydow, yeah. Who already sounds like a robot.
Yeah.
This is
Like a
my
Drac-
robot,
like a
Max von
Dracula
Sydow.
robot.
Oh, is
Villain, yeah.
is Peter
But Max is 2 X's because he's a robot.
Right.
is Peter Stormare? Does he do an eye transplant? Is he
Yeah,
the
they
guy?
transplant his eye because that's how they read.
No, but
they
the guy,
advertise.
No, but is that him? Is that Peter Stormare?
Yeah. Peter
Stormare.
Carl Hungus from
Yeah.
Big Lebowski. He's a nihilist. He doesn't believe in anything.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's the eye surgeon.
Yeah. And he's like giving like some very like specific instructions, but he's like slurring and can't be understood and
His
talking
hands
really
look
fast.
dirty and gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie had also those robots that would come up and look in your eyes that look like spiders. A lot of unnerving things in Minority Report, especially if it's
Yeah,
now
with sharp
completely
things and eyes.
curated by robots too, not just executed. All right. So what do you look forward to in this future that's more robot oriented, Corin?
Well, considering my predilections, I think I'll be saved by the robots. I won't be in the first culling.
Because you're able
You'd
to.
be you'd be a collaborator.
Are you able to fool your nervous system into not betraying a robot?
I've been meditating
You've got the
on a
robot poker
mountaintop.
face.
So like
Yeah.
you can train your brain waves to be like, I'm going to have a positive reaction to this robot, no matter what.
Poker brain. That's
Yeah.
right.
man, Poker Brain is next level beyond faces, right? And because that's what's just behind the face. That's what you get to if you get past the poker face. It's the Poker Brain. Yeah, that definitely will require a lot of meditation, but you know, in the end, we all have to succumb to a robot one way or another, right?
Yeah, we're all gonna die.
All right.
And that's the news.
That is the news. So we have, did you guys get together music for your playlist, for our Spotify playlist this week?
I do want to talk about
Indeed.
this.
Do you want to talk about anything from last week? You want to talk about what we have coming up, right? Not like that weird thing that
both.
Jared proposed.
Well, just because we
messing.
didn't get to talk about it for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, we were cut a little bit short last week. I rushed us based on what I thought the timeline was, but
I rushed us to get off with my. Oh no!
Oh boy.
right.
Oh boy.
That was a bad sentence.
There's got to be a better way to say that.
I just needed. Yeah, thank you. I had a date. That's all.
Yeah.
We know what happened.
We went to the nude pool hall. We went to the nude pool hall in Copenhagen. All right. So, what did you guys put on your Spotify playlist for this week? To anyone who doesn't know, we have a running Spotify playlist. If you search the GNC show, it's should be the only publicly shared playlist. Although I have a real hard time when I'm trying to configure playlists on Spotify. It seems like ones that are supposed to be secret and private show up as public if I search for them. So whatever, it should be the only one under the GNC show. And every week we each contribute 6 tracks to it. And if we have a guest, they'll also be in there. But it's a list we all contribute to. Corin, what did you want to talk about vis-a-vis this list?
Well, last week, all but one of my picks were brand new music, mostly from Seattle artists. Paris Alexa, Seattle artist. Ted Poor, Seattle jazz outfit. Tomo Nakamaya, Seattle singer-songwriter whose new album is actually kind of like an EDM kind of dancey album. It's very good. Adia Victoria, I don't know how to pronounce it. Southern blues rock artist, singer-songwriter. Lots of new tracks. And then Western State Hurricanes, which was the band that preceded the Long Winters.
One of their songs, too.
Yeah. So those songs got retooled into Long Winter songs. So the previous versions of them, they released all the old tracks from their original recordings. And Car Parts was one of them. And
What's it called again? Western
State Hurricanes.
Western State Hurricanes. Yeah, I did not
was that
know
the
about
Pavement sounding song.
So
Am I mixing that
I
up
gave
with
you
another one?
give you all of my
That's-
car parts.
Is that Scared
Alright.
Straight?
There was a song on the
Straight
playlist
is
that
a-
was Pavement sounding.
It might have been Pavement.
Have you
Pavement
heard
was
of
not on
Pavement?
So that was last week, and then coming up this week for me is all stoner rock, stoner metal.
You've been hitting the Chiba.
I just got, I go through phases, and lately I've been all on the stoner metal. So I've got Bong Ripper, Sleep, Beelzebong, Electric Wizard, Weed Eater, and Bongzilla.
There are 3 groups with bong in the title.
Yeah, there are a lot.
Fucking
It's a
A,
common
right?
theme.
Get with it.
All right.
Yeah, that's the only
judgment.
thing that's the main problem I have with some of those is just too much, like leaning too heavy on the weed.
Two on the nose.
Like that last Sleep album. I mean, I know all the Sleep albums, but like that one with the astronaut on the Sleep album, but like the astronaut is drifting towards like a giant nug. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy something with a giant nug on it.
I mean, you can listen to it
I don't know.
on
It's-
Spotify.
Yeah, I'll listen
Nobody-
to it. I don't want people tracking all these nug bands.
You don't want to identify with weed culture.
Yeah, it's a little
because
bit
weed
too
culture is like the worst.
420,
But-
bro.
Metal weed culture, I think, is different. I think it's a little better. It's a
It's-
little more tongue in cheek.
Super silly.
Yeah, it's very silly, but Also very heavy.
Bongzilla. Bong Ripper.
Bongzilla.
Weedian.
Bong Ripper. And Beelzebong.
Beelzebong.
All right, I'll give it to Beelzebong. That's good.
Jared, what's making up your list? Have you made
Last
it yet?
week or this week's?
This week, just this week.
This week.
Unless there's something from last week you specifically wanted to call attention to.
Not especially. Unless y'all like Wolfpack. I like Wolfpack.
I like them. They're another one that's sometimes a little silly for me. Like, I don't know.
But those guys are so talented.
They're very talented, but are they cool?
I think they're kind of cool.
Could you have some ribs with them? Maybe not share ribs. Don't share the same ribs. But could you sit down and eat wings with these guys?
Disgusting.
I think so.
Okay.
With the Wolf Pack. Yeah, no problem.
Do you think they'd be wings or like chicken tenders, kind of boneless wings kind of guys?
Oh, I bet some of them are vegan
Yeah.
to keep up their
They'd eat 'em
finger
with a
dexterity.
They're like buffalo tempeh
Fork
kind
and
of
knife.
guys.
Buffalo tempeh. That sounds good. Oh no! Did I just out myself as something?
Get out of here.
This guy thinks buffalo tempeh sounds good.
New York City.
Yeah. This week, I picked "My Boo" by Ghost Town DJs, which is
That's a
very
classic.
upbeat and positive song that I like to clean the house to.
It's a short cleaning.
Bragging about cleaning. House is so clean.
I cleaned all the
Especially when
pictures
that
off my
song's on.
walls.
Yeah, exactly. So clean. Tears by Health, the band that I really like, Health.
Oh, Health, yeah.
But that song is from the Max Payne 3 soundtrack, but it's still really awesome. It plays in the final stage.
It's really awesome.
But it's basically just a Health song. Some Lorne. I really like Lorne a whole bunch. The song Acid Rain.
Wait a second.
I picked I picked a selection off of the Castlevania Symphony of the Night soundtrack by Michiru Yamane called Crystal Teardrop, which is an amazing, relaxing journey. And Old English, which is a really good song by Young Thug, Freddie Gibbs, and
A$AP Ferg.
A$AP Ferg.
It's about the beverage.
Yes, and other things.
It's a whole story,
and-
Jotham.
Wait, is that
it's
we
a
get
whole
five or
story.
six?
Six.
6.
Oh, and then the last one would be the first part by Superchunk, which is my favorite Superchunk song.
Lil Mac. You may also know him from
Mike
Tyson's Punch Out. Absolutely. Jotham, what's on your list, bud? I'm sorry,
We're gonna do
bro.
last week since I haven't made this week's yet.
Oh,
I
okay.
did the Release the Bats by the Birthday Party in Death Valley 69 by Sonic Youth and Lydia Lunch. I thought they were nice back-to-back kind of unhinged vocals. The Wave of Mutilation UK Surf version by the Pixies, because I just find that like kind of relaxing.
Everyone's really into some relaxation on the playlist. I like that. Get away
We're
from
super chill.
the hustle and bustle. Am I right?
Not Bongzilla over here.
Nah, dog.
He's ready to rip nugs and something.
He's
Throw
ripping
plates.
nugs out there.
Throw plates.
Ripping nugs and throwing plates.
Oh my god.
Strange by Galaxy 500, because I always sing along to it really poorly when it comes on the really high vocals. Does anyone else?
Oh, I sing everything with the inappropriately high vocals. That's all I do, man.
The Magnetic Fields, I mean, they're one of my desert island bands. If I could take one, their whole discography kind of thing, like that's a band I would take.
And you can sing with inappropriately low
And that's my
songs
register.
for the Magnetic Fields. It's all, I don't
Exactly.
want to get over you.
Just like a Sylvester Stallone register.
That was pretty good.
Like Peter Steele.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P.
Cocaine vampire.
Hey, he turned a good friend of ours into a vampire, so I'm on the fence with Peter Steele.
I'm jealous.
And then I finished with Can because it was fun.
Moonshake, that's a jam, man.
Yeah. But Corin, be on the lookout for some Gang of Four this week.
Fine. Be on the lookout for some fucking bong ripper, dude.
All the
I
cursing.
can't wait. Throwing nugs and plates.
I haven't.
Well, smoking nugs and throwing plates.
You're gonna love
throwing
it.
paint.
they're
I'm not
ri-
gonna throw the nugs.
I believe Jared said that he was going to be ripping nugs.
Ripping nugs, throwing plates.
Throwing
Yeah.
plates.
Ripping
Ripping
plates, throwing
nugs,
nugs.
question mark. 'Cause I wasn't entirely
He didn't.
sure.
He didn't say it super confidently.
Was a thing.
Again, we're all very cool.
Yeah.
We're hip and with it.
I didn't make up an entire list yet, but my list is going to include a song from The Makeup, which is a band of Ian Svenonius from Nation of Ulysses. It's one of his like after that bands, a song called The Prophet. Going to hear some Mira Calix, a Warp Records artist from an old LP called One on One. A song called Skin With Me. Some King Sunny Ade from Juju Music, which is what he described his music as, some, good African, like kind of light Afro pop type stuff. And some Etienne de Crécy from the Super Discount compilation volume 3. A little bit of kind of real down tempo-y French house stuff. And there'll be some other stuff, but I'm not sure exactly what yet. So what do you guys have planned for the coming weekend? Anything exciting that we should look forward to hearing all about?
Pickleball.
That's your big thing now. Oh my God, you know what?
Yeah.
Sorry.
What?
No,
I've been looking for a good activity. I'm really enjoying it. Like a good cardio activity.
Look, I need that invite.
You want to play Saturday morning? Let's play Saturday morning.
Maybe I do.
I could get into pickleball, but you guys are in
Yeah.
Tampa. It's a different world. I'm across the bridge. Corn, are you going to be out there?
You got to really want it to make it across that bridge. I get it.
I forgot. There is something that I've been doing for like the past 2 weeks. Really, this last week, super hardcore, is that Mandy has gotten me playing Parcheesi. I've never really played Parcheesi, which is
Is it a card game?
no, it's a board game. It's a lot like Sorry. You just like have 4 pieces and you move around a
Is
board,
Parcheesi Sorry, but in like a different language?
or just like the old version of it. And someone was like, "Let's make Parcheesi for a new generation" in like 1950. So Parcheesi is a game of ancient tactics, but it's a lot of fun. So I've been playing, 2-3 games of Parcheesi every single day for the last little while, for the last week or
It just-
so. In deep
It
with the
sounds
Parcheesi.
so old. It's
Yeah.
like
it's like
Yeah, you can say, but then you can say things like Parcheesi for Sheezy. Do you
Yeah.
want to play Parcheesi?
no, you can't. You can't say
for
that.
Sheezy?
we're always
can't say
saying
that.
things
That's what
like,
the kids are saying.
like, do you want to cheese it up? Are we getting that
Cheese it up is
cheesy?
good. Yeah.
Like kids, you feel like cheesing? You feel like going cheesy?
When I was in, I think 5th grade, me and my buddy, we would say cheese a lot, and it didn't mean anything, but it was like a Beavis and Butthead kind of like cheese, okay, cheese. And there was no meaning behind it, but we got it banned. Like we couldn't say cheese anymore because we said it so much they thought it was code for, I don't know what they thought we were doing,
Drugs.
but we had like fake money. We would like write cheese all over it, and like, wonder how that guy's
Money
doing.
is cheese.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were like in 5th grade. We didn't know we were
Cash rules everything around me. Cream.
Yeah.
Get the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that does sound like something that you do as a kid, is just like get fixated on one word and like just laugh at other people for not understanding it, even though it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Just
They
like
didn't
use
get
it as social leverage to demean others.
And to scare adults.
It's our inside joke. Yeah, they think it has to do with like C4, like you were talking about. The C4 that who used the C4 to blow something up?
The seagulls.
The seagulls.
The bird locker.
Bird locker.
Locker, yeah. Canary Renner.
Cannery Renner. Whew. Have we been checking in with Renner? Is he doing okay? Is he a bad guy? I sound like someone, like a small child asking about a movie character. Is
Like
he
in real
bad?
life, does he have like things going on? Does he have like?
Has he been
Is he
canceled?
supposed to be gross? Yeah.
Yeah, should we not be celebrating or even joking about him? Is he
He's
off
okay.
limits?
Other than that app, I think he's okay.
Yeah, maybe he's
Check
just a
the personal life
narcissist.
section of Wikipedia.
Did the app get him canceled? The app was that bad.
I think we're safe with Renner. He seems just like a.
I didn't know if he also had some stuff on top of that. I don't know if he caught a
doofy
case.
narcissist. It's fine. He's just like an ex-real estate agent.
I forget that that's where he comes from because I didn't know
Yeah.
it until
His roots.
you told me just recently.
That's right.
I want to see his old business cards,
That's the thing you want.
his realtor cards. You know.
Yeah. What do you think they're
That is
going to
a
look like?
specific request.
Do you
but
think
it's
he
very
has
funny.
ones that are like die cut, like they're like the shape of houses along the top or something?
I want to see what kind of typeface he used. I just want to see the layout.
What kind of picture was
picture
on
he
it? Maybe it was
used.
the
Yeah,
haircut.
you know,
Haircut from
the
back in the day.
haircut. What year are we talking?
I like to think that he would use as a business card something that goes beyond a standard print. It would be like a solar powered calculator or something like that. You know, he's got little gimmicks and gadgets that he gets from
Yeah,
like Cafe Press
It's a
that we've
QR
talked
code
about.
tattoo.
Exactly.
Shows everybody on his wrist.
on his
in
abs.
1991.
Oh no! Like, yeah, he's got to keep that
Oh
tight.
no.
Oh no! That's the first. That's the first thing I think when I think about any kind of thing where you'd have to like show your body to someone. Like, oh no!
No.
That's so awful for Canary Renner. All right. Well, I think it might be about that time that we say goodnight. Is there anything else on your mind that you guys wanted to talk about?
No.
No.
Hmm.
Oh, man, I'm good.
I'll be contacting you fellows off air to discuss if we have any questions that we could pose to the public before our next show. I've been slacking with that, maybe just once every. I went a few weeks without doing it at all, and we did it the other week, and we had some good responses. We should dig deep
Keep it
and
up.
put on our little thinking caps and try to come up with
Yeah.
something.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Sure.
All right. So for Jotham Fady and Jared McLeod and Corin Atchison, my name is Alistair. Everybody have a fantastic day, week, month, night, and year ahead. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Bye, goodbye, goodbye.